Can the Department of Education transfer or sell your federal student loans? We've all heard talk about moving federal student loans to the SBA, and my comments have been filled with people saying they can't do that because the master promissory note is an agreement between the borrower and the Department of Education. So transferring is going to invalidate the loans. So what's the truth? I'm going to tell you not only if they can do it, but how I think it may unfold. And as with most things, it's pretty complicated. The Department of Education currently administers all federal student loans, but that wasn't always the case. The Department of Health and Human Services used to administer a federal student loan for health professionals called HEAL loans. The making of new HEAL program loans was discontinued in September of 1998, and on July 1st, 2014, the HEAL program was transferred from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to the U.S. Department of Education. So we know that it's legal to transfer the loans, but what's the mechanism? Congressional action. The HEAL program was transferred by the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2014, passed by both houses of Congress and signed into law by President Obama. So can the loans be transferred to the SBA? Yeah, but Congress is going to need to pass a law for it to happen. So how about just selling the loans? Can they do that? They can do that too, but not all of them. Under 31 U.S.C. 3711 subsection I, the Secretary of Education has the authority to sell any loan that's more than 90 days past due. If the loan is current without a past due balance, the law doesn't currently allow the loan to be sold. So if they wanted to sell the loans, once again, they're going to need Congress to pass a law. And all of that is to say, yeah, the actions can be taken. No, they can't be taken immediately. And Congress is going to have to act if President Trump wants to move things along more quickly. But here's how I think that it's probably going to unfold. Congress is working on a federal budget, and they're looking to cut costs across all federal agencies, including the Department of Education. Now, once they pass the budget reconciliation bill, the individual committees need to pass separate bills to accomplish those budget goals. Those separate bills aren't subject to Senate filibuster, which means they can be passed by a simple majority only. So Congress could pass a bill that shutters the U.S. Department of Education and that transfers the loans to the SBA, all without needing a single Democrat to vote for it. Now, it remains to be seen whether that's the route that they're going to take and whether the GOP is united behind that plan. But if they want to get it done, and if they want to get it done quickly, I think that that may be the road that they're going to take. If you've got any questions about your federal student loans, your private student loans, or any debt whatsoever, as always, you know where to find me.